Hello and welcome. This is Ja Rose with JaRose.com, and today we are discussing making a guitar sample.
Cause we see through them eyes, we will not compromise, and we gwan nick a shot on oppressors we despise. Cause a lion no go run, a lion no go hide. Real warriors got my back, them angels by my side.
Let's see, I just played a couple minutes ago my guitar and made a little riff, kind of a jazzy, bluesy thing. A friend of mine is putting together a sample pack.
Yeah, baby.
He's a producer friend of mine, pupil of society, good guy out in California, San Diego. Anyway, we're doing a little collaboration on this, and I want to show you the process of me recording, chopping stuff up, cleaning up, and adding some effects to make it sound like something worth listening to.
Yeah.
So this will be available in the future, and we will for sure let you know when it is coming out. So this is where we start. Let me start by playing back for you one of the guitars that is already finished. This here. Well, let me just let you hear it. I have some drums in here for context. Okay, you get the idea of that one. Here's one more. And if I take off all the processing, it sounds something like this. Kinda boring. Kind of bland, and with processing.
Well, yeah, now.
So let me hear you. Let me show you what we are working with in this scenario here. Let's see. I think I played for like 5 minutes, so I have way too large of a loop here, but we'll start somewhere in here. This is kind of a bluesy, jazzy-ish kind of guitar riff here, and it sounds something like this. So it doesn't sound like much now, but it will. And so what I usually start with 1 to 2 things, and this means such a long sample. It's about 5 minutes and 12 seconds right now. I think the first thing I'm going to do is cut it down to a 4, 8, or 16 bar loop, and we will go from there. Hey, I wanted to thank you for joining me, and ask that if you are liking this video to remember to thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned. We have many more videos coming, including tutorials and music videos featuring several artists from internationally. Got a few in Africa, I believe one in Europe, a couple Jamaican artists that we're going to be featuring, and lots more tips and tricks for artists and producers. So stay tuned, and thank you, and enjoy the rest of the video. So my process of this is listening to the playback, picking out a section I like, and picking out the very best parts of that section. If there's anything that needs to be replaced, I'll pull it out of another section and kind of splice it in there. Okay, where these two are spliced together, it's kind of a harsh transition there, so I think what we'll do, slide this one over until it looks and sounds right. That looks like all these together. Right in here at the end. What is this, 4-bar loop? I don't like that last half a bar. So we're gonna fade it out. Kind of like that. It sounds pretty natural. Okay, so right here, the beginning of the sample, I'm not really digging that first chord. And I played the same two chords again, in the same kind of sustained fashion right over here. So I stole this and dragged it over here, and we're going to do a little swap out here. On up in there. Let's see where the transient starts here. Stretch it out past. There we go. Do something like that. And we'll get that on the grid later. What I want to hear is how it bleeds into this other sample here. Oh man. That sounds pretty good. You don't even notice that.
Yeah, baby.
We're going to fade them into each other a little bit. one more time, just so you can hear the old sample. Yeah, it sounds much better with the new one. And the new one. Okay, so now I think I finally got the pieces that I want. I made a couple more edits, and now we're gonna glue all these together. First, here in Reaper, we can insert an empty item, and it'll insert an item. Put it here, you didn't see it. There it is, the same length as the loop you have set. You can just glue everything together, highlight everything. Right click, glue items. Now one sample. And what I like to do next is start time stretching. In particular, right here, we cut off this chord right here, and this is a big blank spot. Let's see if we can stretch it out. So if you've ever worked with stretch markers, it's Shift W in Reaper. I usually put one to keep anything that you don't want moving on that side. And put one over on this side where we want it to stay still. Somewhere right there. And then we're going to stretch what we want to stretch. When you're dragging these, if you hit shift, it'll drag freely. Try that. It wasn't shabby. Let's see the grid here. Let's set this to 30 second. I think we'll just put a 30-second of a gap in there. Beautiful. Now let's clean up the rest of this thing. I like to work in a couple bar sections. We'll try this 4 bars. Just 2 chords. And this beginning transient here. Let's see what this sounds like. It's beautiful. So I'd like to get that transient here where it starts. There's some nice drag of the pick there. Up to the first bar. Beautiful. Yeah. And then I don't like to micromanage every little thing, but I at least like to look at the quarter notes. They don't need to be perfect, but they need to be closer than that. Let's hear it. Yeah. Let's see if we want this. I can see that. I think we'll put it around here. Moving on. Okay, I think we got all the time stretching finished. So now I glue it one more time just to get rid of all the stretch markers. Right click glue. this thing. So I'm pretty good at tuning a guitar, but Melodyne is even better.
Yes.
Oh, let's see, Soul Bunny. Alright, let Melodyne analyze that. Now that we're done capturing the audio. You can see here, everything's pretty well in tune. Let's see. What did it analyze? A minor, that's right. I was playing an A minor. Let's see, as a matter of fact, the chords are A minor, D minor, and E minor. I don't like the pitch correct 100%. I'm usually about right here, 76%, and pitch drift. Somewhere around 69 usually. I like a little variation. Now the snapping to key is very cool. What happens sometimes, some of these slide notes get moved around. You see, some of them jump on, select it. Look right and hear all the little notes. Those are the sliding of my finger across the strings. So for guitar in particular, I usually keep that off. For virtual instruments, I'll use it a lot. That sounds pretty good. It kind of just helps it sound a little bit sharper. So I usually render it right here just to save on DSP. Here we go. Under track. Render freeze tracks. This is a mono track. Recorded in mono. Excuse me. The fourth selection here, freeze tracks to mono. Render pre-fader. Save, remove items. And online effects. You can do this as many times as you want. I'll do it several times if I have a lot of processing on a track. But mostly I just like to get rid of Melodyne. So, under freeze tracks, mono. And now for some fun stuff. I recorded this using a few UAD plugins. Let me see, what did I do? So the guitar is sounding pretty good, all in all. Here we go, console.
Yeah.
What did I use? I use Teletronics. Limiter just to balance it out. I got this precision channel strip, precision channel strip. A little EQ on it. Not a whole lot was going on. And then I had the Neve 1073. Just a preamp to give it some tone and character. And I recorded that straight into the signal, so the guitar sounds pretty good right now. let's give it some sauce. A lot of people like to use guitar rig, and I like guitar rig. It's good by Native Instruments. But I got this one I really like. I think it's called Scuff'em. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Scuff'em amps. S-Gear 2. When you first pull up the plug with it and it's silent, I usually just pull up the first preset and it starts making noise again. They got about 100 presets in here. What I like to do is fiddle around with the presets till I find one I like and then start tweaking. So here we go. Kind of cool. That's hot. BB Blues. I don't think we're going to realize this today. Clean Duke is nice. I don't know if I'm sticking, but let me bypass that so you can hear the difference. Just has a ton of characters when you put it back in. Let's see what else we got. That sounds pretty. Good bit too much chorus for me. I wonder if we were to tone this down a little bit. So what you have on top is you have your amp head. It's one of their cleaner amps. Let me kick up some presence. Okay, so that's a little saturation. They also have amp drive. Let's turn that off. I personally was to boost like that, I'd probably turn down the bass. But I think we'll just take the boost off. Here we have our cabinet. If you click on this, nope, let's go back. Click on that. It shows you the microphones that were used to amp, to mic the cabinet, or the speaker basically, of the amplifier. They have delay unit here, which is pretty impressive delay actually. There's almost no mix in it. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Yes.
When I'm setting time bass effects, what I like to do is crank them up and exaggerate them, get a sound that I like, and then tone it down to a mix level that is nice. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sounds funny as I'm tweaking the knobs. It's just the effect modulating, and then it balances out again.
Oh yeah.
So essentially, they got a sync button here, and I think you can tap tempo it. They got a size of the delay, which is interesting. You can take it over to small. Wow, it's almost more like a vibrato. Small, medium, large. Maybe we'll keep it on medium. Feedback rate, pretty normal. Mixer knob. Tone, kind of the brightness of the effect. Pan width, depth, and rate in hertz. Over here on the right, they got 3 options for mono, stereo, or tap, and I believe tap would be multi-tap. You can also modulate it with LFO. And they got 2 different options for the LFO. And then they have 2 different types of delay. They got a tube delay and an analog delay. So that is a whole lot of delay we got going on right here. somewhat subtle. This last module on the end, you can bypass the amp, bypass the effects, bypass the cabinet. So that's sounding pretty good. We definitely need a little UAD reverb. Let's see. Let's turn off the reverb on the S gear. S gear reverb.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Forgot to mention this thing also has a tuner. Pretty dope. A lot of uses for that. Anyway, well, okay, we got the reverb bypass. Let's check out this reverb. Clean Studio. And this is going to be a sample for somebody. I'm going to turn down the reverb a bit. Just kiss it with some reverb. Bypass all effects. Bring in just the reverb.
Yeah.
Let's reverb all the way up, and that sounds pretty good. Bypass. And back with the amp. Yeah, I missed the delay if it's all the way out. When I have reverb inserted on a track like this, I always make sure it's last. This is a great tape plugin by Softtube. One of the really great things about it is it has some great presets on it. Always remember to save. Take out a little bit more of that low. Most likely people will be using this for hip hop, and I don't want to mess up their 808s. They got a tube on the low end for the drive. The exciter, retro. For the mid, retro for the high. Oh, the high's off. Okay. They got tape for most of it. Let's try cranking this high end. the reverb, like the reverb has its own mix knob here, which is at 32%. I could turn that down to 0 here, or I could do 50%. So basically, this 32% would become 16%. This amplifier, I love all the settings. I think it's just a little bit hot, so I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Turn it all the way down, we're back to clean. Yeah, I'm digging that right there. I think that's gonna do it. I want to thank all of you for stopping by. We will let you know when the sample pack is coming out. And you all stay tuned for upcoming projects from me and Uproot Studios. And leave a question in the down below if you got any questions for me or you need any help or requests. If there's anything I can do for you, mixing or production, just let me know. Y'all have a good one.